Hi, my name is EJ Massa. Game of Thrones ain't wasting time, so I won't either. Dany is meeting with her team in the midst of a storm. The first line uttered by Tyrion makes reference to how she was born in a storm, hence her nickname. Hey, that's the name of the episode. Dany thinks her odds in this game are too good, and she has to stir up some drama so that there's some tension in the remaining episodes. She decides to grill Varys. Hey, you're fat. Well, that's not at all fair. And you're sneaky. Oh, okay, I'll take that as a compliment. Too sneaky. Well, hey now, that's going too far. I'm sneaky for the people. And out of all the leaders out there, you'll serve the people best. I choose you, Dany Mander. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. But like Becky, you don't have to go behind my back and tell people I'm a slut. Just tell me to my face. Just be real with me.
Or I'll burn you.
Melisandre must have got fragged because she returns to her series spawn point. She tells Dany about the legend of the prince who was promised. Missandei's like, actually, Google Translate fucked that up a bit, and it could be prince or princess. Jon could be special, Dany could be special, you could be special. Yes, you, watching YouTube right now. Tyrion's like, oh yeah, I remember Jon, back when the hair and makeup people actually bothered to give me blonde highlights. Let's write him a letter and put it on this rocket-powered raven so it gets to him in the very next scene. And they're already reading it. Thanks, Rocket Raven. Davos is like, fire kills things, and dragons breathe fire. Could maybe the dragon lady help us kill the things? Good advice, Davos. You get his medal. I can't believe he listens to that guy over me. Cersei's trying to scare up some Tyrell people into joining her. Randall Tarley seems skeptical about their chances against 3 huge dragons, but Jaime brings him aside and is like, you seem like the uptight and conservative type. Are you also perhaps a racist? What tipped you off? Well, brown people are coming for your guns and Bud Light. Oh, never. The Archmaester and Sam diagnose Jorah. Have you tried killing yourself? But Sam is the overeager college freshman who keeps bringing up his high school classes to his professor.
Have you studied the varying rates of grayscale progression in infants and fully grown men?
Solid burn. This dude makes a lot of solid points. You want to be mad at him because he poo-poos every cool, fun idea, but he does it in such a way that he comes off as the most rational person in the room, and you feel like an idiot. But Sam will push forward recklessly because plot. Dr. Creepy McStrange takes Cersei down to the basement where he shows her his new weapon. So a bow and arrow hits flying things, how about a big bow and arrow to hit big flying things? Brilliant. We have the best advisors, don't we, folks? Tyrion has a great idea. Everyone in Westeros is super racist, so we can't invade King's Landing with brown people. We'll send those guys to Casterly Rock, and we'll send the socially acceptable brown people from Dorne to King's Landing. Dany likes this plan, and then they share an adorable moment of agreement. I'm gonna savor this moment because it's gonna get fucked up in 1 second. Cut to Lady Olenna fucking it up. Dany says she doesn't want to be Queen of the Ashes. How about you be Queen of the Ashes? Because girl power. Don't listen to Tyrion. I am vengeance. Ignore that last part. Girl power. Aw yeah, the romance everyone cares about. You know what everyone says, Grey Worm and Missandei, they're like the Jim and Pam of Game of Thrones, you know? Will they, won't they, will they, won't they? But actually some of the scene worked for me. Maybe it was a tad awkward, but I liked the vulnerability he showed. Opening up and revealing his castration to Missandei, which is a line I could never say about any other series really. But I actually saw the frustration and shame on his face that he thinks that this mutilation is a roadblock to having a normal relationship. So there's some interesting stuff there. Sam's still that freshman in college. He finds one book which he continually sources for his paper. His works cited page is probably just the Archmaester Pylos book and Wikipedia. We see Jorah writing a final letter to, hey, you're still going on with that Khaleesi shit? You know, Jorah, you're the reason why most of the world doesn't even realize that Daenerys is her real name. I'm gonna name my daughter Khaleesi because she's so badass in that dragon show. Khaleesi! Sam comes in and he's prepared to take Jorah into surgery.
Have you ever done this before?
No.
Sam, if someone asks you, are you a god, you say yes. But Jorah's like, fuck it. And Sam starts cutting, and the cream from Cadbury cream eggs comes out of his wounds. Here's an EJ fact for you. Cadbury eggs are just regular chicken eggs with grayscale. That's an EJ fact. EJ facts are real. Arya stops by to see Hot Pie. Yay, Hot Pie! I love Hot Pie and his culinary tips. Brown the butter? Of course. On the next EJ Cooks, we'll be seeing if Hot Pie is right, and if browning the butter makes a difference. Then we'll see if we should or should not give up on the gravy. A hot pie themed episode of EJ Cooks. Arya has not been keeping up with the latest rocket raven technology, so she doesn't know that Jon is king of the north at Winterfell.
Can't believe I thought you were a boy. You're pretty.
Oh, real smooth, hot pie. Now you've ruined it. Friendship over. With that info about Jon, Arya heads north. I guess murdering Cersei can wait. No, Arya, please don't leave her alive. The Sam letter made it to Jon safely, so I guess they do have raven forwarding. Jon is in a bind, you see. He needs that dragon glass, and Dany's sitting on it. Nobody wants Jon to go. Rabble, 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 they say. But Jon's like, you didn't see all them ice people. Only I did. Ice people are real. I have to get the magic rocks to beat them. That's not a good argument, apparently. Sansa is airing out their dirty laundry at the meeting. Dude, you guys need to get on the same page before public meetings. And Littlefinger's having a scheme orgasm in the corner there. Jon visits Ned's statue in the crypts, and Littlefinger comes to push some buttons.
I love Sansa, as I loved her mother.
Namely, the strangle button. But Jon leaves Littlefinger in Winterfell. Leaving Littlefinger in Winterfell is like leaving cancer in your brain. Because you don't want to leave cancer in your brain, you see. That would be bad. It's a good analogy. Arya runs into Nymeria and her wolf pack. Arya asks her wolf to come with her. Nah, girl, the action set pieces this season are too expensive. No room for wolf CGI in the budget. I mean, have you even seen Ghost much these past few episodes? Oh, I have a question for you. The sand snakes? Are they still annoying? Mama! Yup. We get a quick scene extolling the virtues of bisexualism and the best shrug of the series. Well, guess I'm having sex, sorry. But knock knock, it's Euron motherfucking Greyjoy. He's going full Blackbeard on everyone. Left his tight leathers at home and that axe is sweet. Oh, there's so much about this final scene I liked. They even kind of made the sand snakes fun, except for Simon Belmont here. Yeah, she's fucked. It was even kind of artful with all the sparks flying about and the lens flares. Obara is killed and Ilaria and Tyene are taken prisoner. We've had some pretty terrible fates on Game of Thrones, but I think being captured by brutal pirates and then delivered to Cersei is probably one of the worst. I think I'd rather face Lyanna Mormont on the battlefield than that. Or maybe not. Theon engages Euron in battle, and... Theon in the middle of the sea, how's he gonna get out of this one? It'd be funny if Gendry finally rows by with his super jacked arms and saves him. Man, with only 7 episodes this season, it already feels like everything's flying by so fast. The first episode had a lot of table setting, but this one, things are moving along, chess pieces are being moved, and a lot of things happened. And of course, the fantastic and intense pirate battle, complete with Sand Snake fighting that wasn't embarrassing. At the beginning of the season, it looked like Dany had a huge advantage, so I like that they're evening out the stakes and creating some interesting dramatic tension. Even though the Varys argument felt a little manufactured, they made up for it with the great surprise Euron attack. And I'm actually genuinely afraid of what this giant crossbow thing is going to do to Dany's dragons. You don't introduce a giant crossbow and then it's not used or impacts the story in any way. I'm excited to see Casterly Rock since that's a location we haven't even seen in the books, so I hope the show introduces it well. I'm getting kind of sick of Jon and Sansa arguing all the time, so I hope that gets resolved soon because I don't like it when people fight. I want everybody to be friends. Nobody should fight anymore. Anyways, great episode. Sundays are awesome for me right now. I get Game of Thrones and Twin Peaks on the same night, and I watch them at the same time, on the same screen. It makes Game of Thrones make less sense, and Twin Peaks make more sense. That's a perfect combo, because then you just get a show. Anyways, if you want to talk Game of Thrones or other things, there's a lot of things that happened in the episode, and I probably didn't cover all of it because I try to make these really fast and really high quality, and I'm sure I missed something. So comment below, and maybe I'll respond. Until next time, bye.
Last time we checked in, the Sept was toast. Now what's everybody up to in Westeros? The army of the dead's coming south with snows. Thank the 7, everybody's in Westeros. Winter came for House Frey. If one wolf gets in the wine, the sheep are never safe. Visions and all, Bran reached the wall, and it let him in, but that might have been a dooming call. Jon and Sansa held a great big meeting. Brienne's giving Pod quite a beating. Tormund is entranced and Littlefinger's creeping like he does.